Hey y'all, welcome back to Memaw's house. It is Valentine's Day, and you know we like to have a little Valentine's treat every now and then. We like to celebrate Valentine's. I don't do a lot of decorating for Valentine's, but I do some baking and I do some cooking and I do some making people feel special out of my kitchen. So today I want you to come along with me while I bake some red velvet cake donuts. You know we like a little donut over here for Saturday morning or Sunday morning. So I'm going to show you how to make my red velvet cake donuts that I make for Valentine's Day for my special people. I'm also going to put together a little bit of candy, some Valentine's Day bark and some pecan Valentine clusters. So come on with me. We won't even worry about an apron today. We're just going to get to cooking. Here are the ingredients that we'll be using to make our red velvet cake donuts. Of course, you know those are listed in the description box below, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. We'll start making our donuts by combining all of our dry ingredients. Our dry ingredients include a cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1/2 cup dark brown sugar that I'll add a little bit later on, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and I'll get that whisked all together. Now that the dry ingredients are all whisked together, I'll go ahead and add my 2.5 tablespoons of butter to my microwave so that I can melt it. I will add that to the wet ingredients, which include 1 large egg, that's at room temperature, a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, a 1/2 cup of buttermilk. That's where I add my sugar, and 2 teaspoons of red food coloring. So make sure that when you add the red food coloring, you only add the 2 teaspoons, because that red food coloring sometimes leaves an aftertaste, and we don't want that in our donuts. Now that our wet ingredients are all combined and our dry ingredients are combined, we combine the two and we have our batter. Now to this, I'll add my red food coloring. Okay, the batter is all done. Now I'm going to put it into a Ziploc bag. This is a gallon size Ziploc bag and a mason jar that I'm using so that I can be able to neatly put it into my donut pan. So we'll get the batter put into the gallon bag and we'll get it all put into the pan. Now I've sprayed my donut pan and I'm just going to put the batter using my little homemade piping bag into each of the donut rings. Once I get all of my batter in, I will go ahead and tap down my pan so that I can get any air bubbles out and even off my donut surfaces. And we'll get it into a 325-degree oven because this is a dark pan. If you have a light donut pan, light in color, you can go ahead and bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And they only bake for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now while the donuts are cooling, because they are ready and out of the oven, I'm going to mix together our frosting. I'm going to first cream the butter and the cream cheese together till they get combined, and then add my powdered sugar, vanilla, and some whipping cream. I'll add just enough whipping cream to make the icing the consistency that is spreadable for my donuts. Okay, so the icing is done. I'm going to let it sit for a little bit while the donuts are still cooling. In the meanwhile, let's go ahead and work on our Valentines Bar. This is a really easy recipe that only uses a couple of ingredients. I'm going to melt 6 ounces of this almond bark, and I just got this at Walmart. I cut the cubes apart so that they will be easier to melt. And we're going to put it in the microwave for 1 minute and then for 15-second increments thereafter, stirring until it's all melted. And there we go. So now all we have to do is pour this on a parchment lined cookie sheet and we'll put our sprinkles on it. This bark really has a good taste, so you don't have to add anything as far as flavors go, unless you want a particular flavor, but if you like just vanilla flavor, this is a good one. Now once it's all spreaded out, and while it's still warm, I'm going to go ahead and add some sprinkles. I had thought about adding some M&Ms, but I couldn't find any regular M&Ms that were in pink, white, and red. So I'm just going to use my sprinkles, and I'm going to use also some cookie icing. The icing that's in the little packet, about $3 or $4, that's at Walmart or any of your grocery stores, just to give it a little Valentine color. Now once this is all decorated up, and you can put hearts or whatever I'm not that creative, so there you go, a zigzag line. I melted some more of the almond bark, and now I'm going to put some salted roasted pecans in the melted bark, and we'll make some pecan clusters. We make these at Christmas using milk chocolate and cashews or milk chocolate and peanuts because we like a good nut with a good chocolate. And this makes a very nice cluster. Now we're going to add some sprinkles here and get this all decorated up and pretty, and we'll put it all in the refrigerator.
The sprinkles were white.
Now I'm going to do some that does not have sprinkles on them because people don't particularly care for sprinkles. So we have to do some for him since he is actually my Valentine. Okay, y'all, so my donuts are done and I've completed the icing. Now I've put down the candy and I want to put that in the refrigerator so that it can chill. It needs to be in the refrigerator for about an hour so that it can harden and we can put it in a nice package for us to be able to give away to our guests who come here and for us to have as treats. The children like to take it sometimes to school for in their lunch so that they can eat it and share it with their friends. So Ari's in the background looking at me like she, don't tell my friends I'm gonna give them some candy, but she's gonna give you some, don't worry about it. Anyway, so we're gonna let that cool and we're gonna ice our donuts. Donuts are cooled and let's get to icing. I'll leave some jazzy music right here for you to enjoy while I ice my donuts. Now the Valentine bark is all done. It's cooled and it's ready to be cracked. So we're just going to crack it into pieces and it will be ready to serve. Okay, here is our tray of Valentine sweets. I hope you give one of these recipes a try. Okay, y'all, so everything is done and my taste tester is here and I want her to give the donut a taste. We know that candy's good, but we'll try the donut. So let us get her on camera so she can do that. Come on, Aubrey.
Alrighty.
Oh, it looks soft.
It's nice and moist and delicious.
You got red on your teeth. Yeah, it must be good. We know when we have stuff on our teeth, it's always good. So it's nice and moist and delicious.
Do you want to try it?
I will try. Okay, y'all. And it tastes like a red velvet cake. So give this recipe a try. And I hope you and your family have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Y'all be blessed. Bye. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Here are a couple other videos for you to enjoy, and thank you so much for your support. Be on the lookout for my next video, which will be a Valentine's dinner for two.